Okay, so welcome to this tutorial. Today we are going to learn about how to install your wamp server and then use it with Dreamweaver CS5. Before you get started, you should make sure you install the Dreamweaver CS5 or CS6 or any later version that you want to use. You can use Dreamweaver 8 too. So before you get started, you should make sure you install the wamp server, as I said earlier. To install the wamp, when the wamp server is installed, you can see and then starts running it should turn green icon. When it comes to the site, it should turn green. As mine is green, I've already installed the wamp server here, so you can see my wamp server is up and running. If you don't have the wamp server on your PC, just go to www.wampserver.com and then you can download it here. You can download the 32-bit when you are using a 32-bit PC or 64 PC, then you have to download the 34. So when you are done with downloading, you just go through the normal processes of installing the wamp server. It's just as easy like a normal installation on your PC. So you just click yes, next, set, next. I don't want to install it because I already have it. Oops. Okay. So now that my wamp is installed, and if you have your setup, the only thing you have to do now, okay. So now if you have your wamp server set up and it's ready, the next step we have to do is to test our wamp server that is in local, meaning a local server. So we are going to test our server to see whether it's up and running. So before, I have created a site already, which you can also do so by creating some HTML pages and saving it as index. I've saved mine as Costy. Yeah, I think that's cool. So we have to come here and then just click the wamp server icon, and then you click on the www directory so that it will take you to the www folder. So after you are in the www folder, the next thing you have to do is to copy your site folder. That is this one, which I have already created. So if it's a complete web page that you want to test it, you just copy it directly. So I will copy, or just drag it and drop it here, and I will paste it here. So now, for me to test if my wamp server is working, and then see if my site has been set up, I will come here and type localhost slash, and then pay attention, I will type the name of the folder, Costy. Yeah, there it is. So I created this one using HTML and some small CSS just for the purpose of the class. So this is it. You can see it's up and running. So localhost slash Costy means the name of the folder that you just inserted in the www folder. So this one here, you can see the www folder here. So this is Costy. This is the site that we are reaching. Okay. So now that if you are done with setting up the sites in the www folder, the next thing that you have to do is connect it to your Dreamweaver. So at this point, I think you have your Dreamweaver CS5 or CS6 already installed, or the later version installed. So what we are going to do is we are going to create the site connection. So for example, it doesn't mean you should always copy and paste. You can also create a site like the folder. So if I want to create a new folder, I can create a new one and say just new folder and name it anything that I want to name it. So now if you have your wamp, I have to close this, close it. Yeah. So before we start, you've started your Dreamweaver CS6. So for you to create a new site and then link it to your WAMP server so that you can work here. You can see this section. Now we have this PC network, blah blah, but when we set up our site, we are not going to see this. We have to see our site elements and what it contains being displayed here. Okay, so what we are going to do is we create a new site. So you come to this section, say site, and say new. Now the site name, so I will say I'll use Costy, the name of the folder you just inserted. Say the local site folder, so you select the folder, the WAMP, which is so for us to locate it, you go to my drive C. It's here. Look for WAMP. It's here, and then the www folder, which is here, and I will select Costy and say open, and then select your site folder, which I've selected here. You come to servers, and then this is the most important aspect of the connection. Since we are going to use a database and then PHP in our next tutorial, we have to add a server that will help us display the PHP pages. So you click on the plus sign here, server name, you say local host, then connection type, you say what's local or network, local network, and then the server folder. So you click on the folder icon here, and then you have to make sure the site folder is selected, and then you select it. So the web URL is what you have to type, localhost / the name of the folder. So the name of the folder is Costy, so I'll type Costy. This side is okay, so you save it, and then you have to click testing here. This is very important, so you have to take note, and then you save it. Oh, there it is. There we go. So you can see that this side has changed, and we have our site here. So now you have to work. You just have to double click on this one, and then it opens for you to start coding. Thank you very much, and then keep updated for my site. You can see it's set up here, and then so now we've connected the sites to our Dreamweaver, and then we can preview it. So to preview it, what we have to do is to just click here and say preview. You select your browser, preview in Internet Explorer. I prefer that one. So there it is. So I say whatever. Yes, boom. So thank you for watching my tutorials. Keep updated for the next tutorial.